Hello, I'm Travis Van Orden with Battle Blades Knives and Tops USA, and what we're going to go over today is some of the unique features that go along with your Wolfhawk blade. When you receive your knife in the mail, it'll be packaged like this. As we open it up and begin to take it out, we have our knife and sheath, we have our certificate of authenticity, we have our mounting clamp, the screws and the nuts, the Allen key, and the detailed safety and mounting information, and a complimentary Tops Knives whistle. You will find some detailed information on the side of it in big bold words that say stop. Be sure that you read this before you begin to use or play with it. The reason for this information is that this knife cannot be deployed from the sheath by simply forcing it. Okay, there is a technique involved in it, and that's for the safety information because they do come to you sharp. The two ears that hold the knife in the sheath have to be spread apart to allow the knife to come out, and that can be done by a couple of different methods. The first one is, if your thumb is large enough, you can simply force it down into between the sheath ears onto the knife handle and extract it that way. Or you can use a thumb finger method to lift one ear and push down on the opposing ear, causing a spreading of the sheath like this. That is what allows it to unhook off of the knife and let you have access to the blade. And the thing that you want to avoid is to try to open the sheath with your left hand and extract the knife with your right hand, because it will expose your thumb to the sharp blade as it comes out of the sheath. You can see right there. So, and that applies to both ways. If you're right-handed or left-handed, you want to avoid opening it with the opposite hand. The thing to keep in mind is if you're pulling the knife out of the sheath with your right hand, open the sheath with your right hand and keep your off hand out of the area where it can be exposed to the blade. When you receive your Wolfhawk in the mail, it'll be packaged like this. Inside of that package will be all the hardware that we need to mount this on any rail system. Today we're going to mount it on this weapon. In your mounting hardware, you will have the mounting clamp, which looks like this. They're two identical pieces of glass-filled nylon that secure the sheath to the rail system. The easiest way to mount this is to take the top edge, which is this right here, hook it over the side of the sheath between the first and second rivet, do the same on the other side, hook it over the top, then with just a squeeze of your hand, you will feel it positively hook onto the sheath. At that point, we're ready to mount it on a rail. Once we have our mounting clamp securely clipped onto the sheath, if we're going to mount this on a weapon, the next thing we need to do is be absolutely sure that we clear the weapon so that we don't have a problem with the loaded weapon as we work on it. Okay, now that we have our mounting clamp securely snapped onto the sheath, the next thing to do is snap the nuts into one side of the sheath or the other. It doesn't matter which side they go in on. At this point, we can slide the mounting system onto any standard Picatinny rail from either direction. Now that we have our mounting system slid onto the Picatinny rail, to secure it in place, we take the two provided bolts and we slide them in opposite from the nuts. Then with the Allen key, we can begin to tighten that down. Get the first one started and have it begin to tighten, then work on the other one. So as we tighten these back and forth from one to the other, as tight as you can do it with this Allen key, turning the short end is tight enough. This is your Battle Blades knife system mounted on an M4. Now that we have our Wolfhawk knife system mounted on our rail, we can begin to enjoy it by removing the safety sticker and again going over our deployment methods. This thing will not come out of there. It will not fall out of there. Nobody can take it from you. It's indestructible. You can drop this off of a building, but simply pushing your thumb and spreading that sheath and you have the knife at the ready. I'm Travis with Battle Blades Knives. If you have any questions or comments or would like to look at our other products, you can visit us online at battlebladesknives.com or call 208-313-2434. Thank you.